Struggling on collaborating with podcast guests and don't know how to maintain your tone and style, stay on this video. I'm going to give you some solid tips. Now, again, just to give you a reminder, please feel free to drop your insights if you feel like I missed any, because I'm giving general answers and I'm always happy to, jump on chats with you and see where we can support your podcast. Again, also, if you're like considering or looking at your podcast more as a hobby, this video is really not for you because it's more directed to the B2B podcasters out there. Now, when it comes up to collaborating with other guests, how about you put it, or we put it more like an offer, right? An offer that they can consider in terms of like what you're putting out there, and at the same time what you want to gain out there, right? So let me just make it simple for you. I am a podcaster, you are a podcaster. We're both are, like using our podcast as a solid marketing tool for our businesses and stuff. So if I approach you, I'm gonna tell you like, hey, I am, my name is blah blah blah, I do this, that, and the other. Here's a great opportunity that I think we can contribute into it together and highlight one, two, three. I have like, let's say, this beautiful community where I'm building like founders and CEOs, and I'm helping them overcoming this challenge by bringing these type of guests. And I feel like your profile would match what I'm looking for, right? So you see, like, the offer is going to reflect on how you're treating the brand as a podcaster, and at the same time it shows that you're really organized and you know exactly what kind of goal that you're tackling with this podcast. So you are really using it the right way, right? When it comes up to maintaining your tone and style, again, it depends upon like how you are communicating these things with your guests. So if you don't highlight like, hey, after the episode, like sending an email telling them like, hey, these are the graphics, these are the videos that we prepared out of our episode, feel free to share them, don't forget to mention us on this, that, these are the hashtags that you can use, like, so it's an organized way to kind of like tell them like, this is our brand, we want you to respect our guidelines, right? So you highlight them, but not in a way like, hey, I want you to respect my guidelines, but more like, these are what we're doing. If you post them, we need you to do this. And there's another thing, like, I can talk more about it when it comes up to lead gen, because this email is a solid lead gen tool. But here we're talking more about like the tone and style and how we maintain the collaboration. So collaborating with extra guests is really, really going to offer you a lot of opportunities if you are the person that is being interviewed, because mainly you'll have the idea of sharing your insights with a new audience. So do your best to highlight exactly what you're about and tell or guide the new audience to where they can get more of you, right? So for example, let me just give you an example. Like, I'm a guest on your podcast, I drop the content, we're talking and stuff, but I'll be telling people like, if you want to learn more about me, you will find me on LinkedIn. I'm always on LinkedIn, forever on LinkedIn. It's my way of communicating with people. If I have a group, also I have a group actually, but I have like VIP podcasters, so I'm gonna tell them like, hey, if you want to learn more about how to build a really solid podcast, feel free to join my group. I'm going to leave the link below here in the description of this beautiful host, and that's pretty much it. So mainly that's about today's video, and let's meet up the next time.